Hey folks, thanks for joining us back out here at the Range Report, and here we are at Take Aim Training Facility in South Carolina, in Pageland, South Carolina. I just want to make sure I get that straight. Now, today we're going to talk a little bit about 22 long rifles. Now, if you don't have a 22, you really should have one, at least two. Not only are they great for utility purposes and survival needs, they're also great training aids and for helping bring people into the community. You know, they're low report, low recoil, they're fun to shoot, they're inexpensive to shoot. That's probably one of the best benefits of it, is the fact that ammunition is as plentiful as it is. Now, most of us in this community have cut our teeth on something like this. This is a 1934 JM stamped Marlin model 80. This is a 22 long rifle with a 24-inch barrel. And this one we just picked up yesterday from Beltway Gun and Pawn right there in Matthews, North Carolina. Took it, cleaned it up, oiled it up, made it all nice and shiny and cool to go, loaded up a magazine, pulled the bolt back, it's got a broken firing pin. So we're going to be bringing this one back over there to see if we can't remedy that. I'm sure the guys at Beltway want to do the right thing. We do by them, they should do by us. Now, in all seriousness, they're a great company. I'm sure they'll help us get this one straightened out. But like I said, this is something that most of us probably learned how to shoot on, whether it was our dads, our granddad, an uncle, a neighbor, whoever it was, you know, Boy Scouts, Cub Scouts, Girl Scouts. Nice, smooth action, bolt action, nice and accurate, a little bit heavy, you know, especially for kids, but like I said, this is what most of us probably learned on. And then we, you know, started to move on to bigger and better things. And one of the guns we just picked up this week is the Rossi Rio Bravo, and you'll see a video for that review that we just did, and that's this one. This is a polymer stock, polymer foregrip, lever action 22 long rifle, 15-in-1. You got 3 rows of M-lock on this thing, so you could kind of make it tactical if you want to. It's got a crossbolt safety. I'm not necessarily sold on that idea yet, but I might grow a little bit used to it. Fiber optic sights front and back, adjustable for windage and elevation. You got a shield on the top with a little window so you can let the sun through, so that at least you can still pick up your targets when you need to. See, now that's why I'm not crazy about the safety, because here I am looking at a rack and I got to drop the safety off of it in order to chamber around. All right, 15-in-1, but I only had 10 in there. Great little guns. If you want to get into one of these, they're like $300 or so. But a lot of people don't like lever action these days. They kind of want something a little bit different. And for those, probably America's most popular rifle is going to be the Ruger 10/22. And as far as the Ruger 10/22 goes, this one is about as basic as it gets. This is the wood stock variety, runs in and around 8.5 to 9 pounds. Super accurate. Now, the nice thing about Rugers is that these are probably the most customizable rifle platform in America. You can do anything you want from these, from changing the trigger assembly to the barrel. Anybody who's got one of these knows that the bolt catch release is one of the first things that we all modify. We'll cover that in a separate video, but this is, next to the AR-15, probably America's favorite rifle. Now, we're going to chamber this one. Now, these two also, this model happens to have a crossbolt safety versus the push forward, push back. Fast, accurate, out of the box. It's got a great trigger. It's adjustable for travel. They're just excellent guns, and you can do anything you want with them. Now, most of us aren't going to take a pretty rifle like this and toss it in the back of the truck, because we don't want to kind of ding them up and get them all crappy looking. So we wind up, you know, going the next step up with the Ruger 10/22, and we go with one of these. This is the Ruger 10/22 nylon version. All the same features as that, except this one has a built-in laser in the foregrip. Now, it's bright, it's sunny out here. You couldn't see that laser if you wanted to wear them stilly red goggles or anything else like that, so no point in me showing you that to it. But we got a nice little Fox Army 3x9x42 scope on this thing, 10-round magazine. Again, this one has got the crossbolt safety, not the push forward, pull back. Again, 10-round magazines. Now, the magazines on these, when you get them, these are notoriously finicky. The casting on these plastics usually takes a little bit of work with an emery cloth in order to, get them to fit well enough where they just drop freely. Otherwise, you're having to dig them out. It can be a pain in the ass. It's one problem that Ruger still has today with these. Now, if you want to get one of these are in and around $385, $400, give or take. The price of these has gone up. You used to be able to get into a 1022 for $185. Now, the next step up, if you're going to go, is the Ruger stainless takedown model. All of the same features as the aforementioned ones. This one's got fiber optic sights on the front and back. It's got a nice little bird cage on it. Integrated rail on it. We got a inexpensive throw-around red dot on this thing and a 25-round magazine. I think we only got 20 rounds loaded in because these Ruger BX25s, they kind of get a little funky after 21, 22 rounds. Crossbolt safety. And there you go. And again, even with these, you still maybe have to file them down a little bit to get them to fit properly. They rock in, they rock out, but every now and then you get a little bit of that polymer on the plastic. Sticks out, you got to shave them down a little bit. But what's really great about this version versus the other is this is the takedown version. One simple, well, if my hands weren't as oily as they were, one simple push of a button here, you twist the front and that removes them. My hands are a little oily, I can't get it to break, but this was a breakdown too. We have a review on this, I'll put the link up, you can watch it. These run in around $400. Like I said, all stainless, great rifle, polymer. These things, we're going to put a folding stock on this thing with a pistol grip. We're going to bring that review to you in the future too. But now, if you're somebody who wants to be, do stupid things or just spend money needlessly, let me get a mag sleeve, then you could do something like, I made this rifle up pretty much as a joke. This is my Smith and Wesson 1522. I took every single Amazon accessory I could find and stuck it on this thing to kind of make it the most tactically ridiculous 22 AR platform that I could possibly make. Still, fantastic guns, nice and accurate. These are great if you want to have somebody train up on the more modern platform, because all of your ergonomics are exactly the same, scaled down a little bit, but your mag release, your bolt catch, safety, everything is exactly the way you want. The takedown is exactly the way you would on a standard AR, except you don't have a spring and a buffer tube. And also, it's it's not gas driven. But these are a hell of a lot of fun, and for $500, and if you want to spend another, 100 or two more making it stupid looking like I did, you can have fun with these too. But the one thing you got to keep in mind, magazines on these things, also notorious for failure. They kind of double feed a lot and everything else. You practically have to bathe these things in oil in order to get them to run right. But once they do, they're a hell of a lot of fun. So, like I said, there's a 22 out there for everybody. Brake action, bolt action, pump action. We even have revolver style 22s that are out there that we have from Heritage. We have one on the bench there somewhere, but I seem to have lost track of where I put it. We got a lot of guns over here. But anyway, this is Frank from the Range Report. As always, if you guys could, hit the like, hit the subscribe. Yeah, let me grab that one. Hit the share. We always have a lot of cool videos. We got over 250 videos on this channel. You should check them out. And here we go. This is the Heritage Rough Rider. This is the Rancher. 6-shot single action only. It's the only single action that actually has a thumb safety on it. These are about $275. You should check these out too. These are great. All right. We'll catch you guys next time. Like, share, subscribe, all the rest of that. And as always, you guys be safe and shoot straight.